All right, we're back with episode 3. Using what you've already learned, this is a quick example of what your website might look like. So we have different headers, and you can see we have the main header, how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We have in our body, in our main, we have H2, little subheaders. So our objective is to make a PB&J. We have our horizontal rules to separate the sections, a list of ingredients, steps, and details. You can see this is all done with stuff we've covered. The ingredients section, steps, and details. Then in the footer, we have a little link to my YouTube channel. What we're going to cover today is lists. So as you can see here, I have what appears to be different lists. I have an ingredients list, a list of steps, and then a list of details. And how I did this with what we've learned is in the first one, I just put breaks. So I put a break after each ingredient. In the second one, I just made each step a paragraph. Same thing in the third. I made a heading and a paragraph for each item of the list. This works, but there's a lot easier way to do things. So the first list we're going to look at is what you'd use for the ingredient list. This is perfect for what's called an unordered list. So to do this, we have our ingredient header, and right below that we're going to do UL for unordered list, and then a close UL tag. So this is defining where our unordered list is going to be. Inside of that, you make another tag, LI, and this is list item. So instead of breaking after each item, we can put them in their own tag. So the first one is going to be peanut butter. Second one, jelly. And then the third one is bread. And now you can see this looks a lot better. They don't have any order to them other than how we typed them in, but they each have a little dot. So I'm going to just get rid of this, so we don't need that anymore. And that's our first list. The second type is an ordered list. It's very similar to the unordered, OL. So same thing, this defines where our list is going to be. And then again, LI for a list item. Now you can see as I type this in, the ordered list starts with a 1. So if I put our first step in here, and our second, I'll probably speed this up real quick. You can see how much easier this is. Just your ordered list and a bunch of list items. And they are put in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last type of list we're going to look at is a description list. You're going to start that with DL. And this, instead of having list items, you're going to have a header and then the content. So inside our description list, we do DT, which is basically this header for the list item. And then right below that, we do DD, which is the description, which I'll just copy and paste these in. I can get rid of this. So you can see we have this little term, and then tabbed in, we have the description. So I'll just do this real quick. And there we go. It's a lot cleaner, and it's more clear that below this is a description. Keep in mind, you can do other tags inside of these. So if you want these to be bold, for example, to bring attention to the headers, You can do bold, do italicized if you wanted. You can do any style. The last thing we're going to cover is lists inside of lists. So take, for example, jelly. Well, what if I want to show that you can have several different types of jelly? I'll just make another unordered list right after jelly. And then I can do more list items. So maybe grape, raspberry, and we'll do strawberry. Oh, looks like I did an order list. It doesn't matter. You can just change that real quick. You can see that the icon in front changed. Later on, we're going to learn how to customize these ourselves to be whatever we want. That's all we need to know about lists. I do have a real-world example. So if we come over to this web page, it's a recipe for French onion soup. And you can see there's a list of ingredients. And if you go to View Page Source, which I already have up over here, down to the section we need to be at, you can see that even in this professional website, unordered list, we'll worry about this later, but it's the ingredient list, and then just a bunch of list items that make up the ingredients. So there you go. Add some lists to your website. Experiment putting lists and lists and lists. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.